Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hello, Marmot. Hello, Quantum Pause. Hello, John Matrix. Good to see you. Hello, Ragadom. Hope everybody's doing well. I had a time getting my stream started. That's why we have clown music for the start. Nello, I sell keys. My camera's fucked up. Fix that. Will this do anything? I'm glad you got that, Dana. Hello, Dana. Welcome. That was exactly the joke. Hello, Mac. Wow, that's too much. There we go. Now I exist. Oh, I turned red when I hit OK. That's weird. Also, the camera's like delayed. Dr. Tasty 69, thank you for 66 months on a 65-month streak at Tier 2 for a Nintendo 64 game. It's all there. Why is this in the Japanese voice. Muddle Fuddle is really good. Anyway, welcome. We're gonna play Shadowgate 64. I looked up what I needed to do. I tried to do it. I actually tried to do it. I was like very close. Why is this something's incorrect here. Turn this on. Yeah, I'm way faster now. Look at that. Imagine if you could do that, just hit a button and you're faster. Doug faster. I need to do this. I need to do this. There we go. Look at me. Here I am. But we're going over here. Yeah. Trials of the Four Towers. This game is good, except for the things about it that aren't great, but as far as Shadowgate games go, and as far as adventure games go, it's very good. Hello, Wax Goat. Welcome. They should make sub-streaks count for more hype train activity based on how long the streak is. It's so good. I need to I want to redo the... I have to maybe ask somebody else who's a better engineer than me about redoing the slideshow thing so that you can see the Chubo art behind the slideshow thing. Which means having a transparent background, which is not something I know how to do in that thing. So. Chemco. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Satan. It's rather warm in here. I am, as they say, sweating balls. But I have my ice water. No, there's no ice in the water. There's a little bit of ice. I have my ice water. And I have my rye with extra ice in it. Good luck with your work, Wax Goat. Black Meardy's nuts. Okay, so I revealed the keyhole, and I was like, I need something to go in that. And I was like, there's a machine across the way. I need to put something in the machine, and I'll get something out of the machine. Well, what do I put in the machine? I was like, I'll put the nail into the machine. And for whatever reason, I was like looking in the wrong direction or something. It was like, you can't use that here. Nail fits easily. Hello, Fenrir, Sweden. Welcome. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have Swedish, or I'd be playing in Swedish. The nail fits easily into the machine. Comes to life with a whir. With a grinding whir, the machine completes its task and spits something out. Whoop. No, I want the key. Key. Machine deposits a freshly crafted key. Hello, Steely Pat. Do you want to take it? Yes. You now possess a rather lovely small key. Remember when mistakes or flubs were called boners? I miss those times. Quest key. Yeah. And that goes inside. That's it. You hear a faint click as if a lock opened somewhere. And then we can go in here. That's it. That is the whole of the law. Save. Found a blue ring. Found a red ring. Put on the ring. Hell yeah. Place the ring on your finger, you see a familiar apparition appear. Lundell, it is good that you continue to follow this narrow path. You were the first person in decades to see my inner room. Your steadfastness has earned you this gift. This ring will open your eyes, and the dead will be made known to you. Beware, while you are wearing the ring of the dead, the living will fade away. And so you have the gift. But what of the task? Behold, look beyond these walls to see what transpires outside. Yes, this very moment, the pieces are moving into place for the final game. What? Hello, Taters Games. Incredibly Super Nintendo music. Wait, the red ring isn't the right one. The blue ring is the ring of the dead. He's got the staff. From some angles, the staff kind of looks like it has a fleshlight on it. Hello, Starscav. Man's name is Belzar. He is a sorcerer and was once a disciple of mine. I know his plans. He wishes to free the Warlock Lord from his otherworldly prison. This must never be. The Warlock Lord's power is great and his purpose is evil. I know this because he was one of the Circle of 12. Yes, he was my brother. But this matters not. For if Belzar ushers him back into this world, we will fall. The world will fall with us, but Dell, there are things Belzar doesn't know. Good evening, L. Pennington. He thinks the staff is found, but it is hidden still. And the last dragon, the lone survivor, also lives. You must seek out the dragon, and there you shall find the power which may thwart this. Alas, I can help but little, for reasons which will soon become clear. For I live in the world of spirits, and I walk among them as one of their own. But I will say this, seek out Dorn in the first tower, he may help you. Okay. And a green ring. Sure. You now own a green ring. Save. The blue ring. As soon as you put the blue ring on, you begin to itch uncontrollably. With the green ring on, the room begins to swim and you fall to the floor. Try again. Green ring, not good. Green things in general, not great in this game. It's weird that the Ring of the Dead is. Now I'm curious. Put on the Ring of the Dead. Okay, so that does that. Can we? How do we unequip the Ring of the Dead? Can we just use it again? Yeah. Throwing off your finger, you momentarily feel dizzy, but it passes. Okay. I can talk to the guy in the sewer. In the sewer. That's a guy I can talk to. Can I leave via the front? No. God, I wish I had those fans. Remember how to navigate through the nope. That's the dining room. You can imagine the kind of food that must have been served. All turned around. Now we can go to the church. I did a bunch of work on Pogor today. It was all super boring stuff, like setting up state machines and managing objects, and nothing that made the game any more fun to play. And I hate having to do that stuff because I'm slow at it, and it doesn't make anything more interesting. Anyway, I did it though. So I'm getting closer to being able to work on content. Finally. Closer. Still a ways to go. Hello, Mimic Box. How are you doing? Hip. Here. Save. Ring of the Dead. Put on the Ring of the Dead. Here we go. This guy. Listen to me, traveler. Listen. A crisis is threatening this world. My name is Lucas. I sought treasure with my friend Saul. Nice. Congrats. And we found something. The staff, we believed we found the staff wielded by mighty Lord Jair. But Saul started talking about selling. I tried to stop him. He was half mad. He killed me and ran off with the staff. I shudder to think just what that staff might do in the hands of someone evil. Okay. That wasn't super useful, but that's fine. Yeah, congrats. It's good that you've got a job. Hey, you know, NVIDIA hasn't said no yet. They're all at GTC, I guess. I don't know, wherever they were announcing their thing where it's like, hey, we made your games look worse, and it takes two 5090s. Hello, potential NVIDIA recruiters watching the stream. Okay, can we go? We need to go outside. That's through the church. I'm looking forward to my... Hello, Shadrock. Oh, fuck! I can speak to the book-holding woman. Be like, hey, give me your book. I collect books. Ah, traveler, maybe you can help? My name is Jezebel. I have a son, Saul, who used to seek gold and gems with his partner Lucas. One snowy night, he came home with a strange, dead look in his eyes. Within days, he was gone. I haven't seen my boy or his friend since. A fortnight after he left, I grew sick with the Black Death. So please, young man, do a heartbroken woman one favor. Find my son Saul, and please give him this pendant. It was my favorite. He may recognize it. Please seek him out. This may help you too. My diary. Please find my boy. She gives you the pendant. My pendant. Want the book. Family diary, yes. We got the family diary. The spirit relinquishes the diary. Month of Trawl, 7th day. Festival had come and gone. I have just celebrated a joyless high winter. Without my husband, this year has been particularly bad. And of Saul, I miss him terribly. The nights have been long and lonely since he left me 3 months before. He is off again, seeking his fortune. I believe it's gold and gems this time, he said. Said he wants me to be proud of him, that he wants me to live in comfort. What use is comfort if I have no one here to share it with? I miss my boy terribly. Modor has tried to cheer me up again. The one, bless him, he has tried hard to keep me company this last season. That innkeeper has been the only bright spot for me. Month of Trawl, 8th day. My boy's come home. I am giddy with delight, although he seems different this time. I asked him what he'd found. The strange thing is, he lied to me. Boy can do as he pleases, but to lie to me. He has never done that. He has never needed to do that. He said he found nothing, but I saw him carrying something long and thin into his room. He must be sick. He is acting so strange. Month of Trawl, 12th day. Things have gotten worse. My joy over having my boy back has faded. I do not know him anymore. He's changed. Gloomy, secretive. What worries me most is that he hasn't mentioned Lucas. I am afraid. 13th day. Saul has left. Just left. No note, just gone. Modor has confirmed this, saying that Saul was at his inn, all packed for traveling. He met a dwarven soldier who left with him. 23rd day. No word from Saul. I have had little energy left. The healer says I may have contracted the Black Death. I care not what happens anymore. I just miss my boy. I fear the rumors are true that my boy left to join that evil wizard's company. I pray that is not so. My boy is not in league with that snake. I grow weary. I think I shall sleep and perhaps dream of seeing my boy again. Mouse. Okay, we can go outside. Peace is what all true warriors strive for, my boy. Okay. Save it first, because maybe we'll get killed by this ghost. Look, halfling, look at one who was a disciple of Lakmir. Look at one who betrayed him. I left for a world that one should never see, the world of black magic. Black magic never leaves a person once they look into its deep abyss. Nay, my soul can never be redeemed. Okay, later, dude. Graveyard mystery. I am a sorcerer. When I was young, I longed to be like the great sorcerer Lakmir. I remember training and learning with my fellow sorcerers day and night. And one day, I was allowed to undertake the challenge of the Tower of Trials. It was the day I had prepared for my whole life. It did not, however, go as I hoped. I failed miserably. I answered what I knew was right. Later, I discovered the truth. Someone had tampered with the trials. I do not know how. I will find whoever did this. Yes, I will find them and make them pay. Well, that's not fucked. Who are you who disturbs the sleep of one whose wounds do not heal? Who are you who disturbs the sleep of one who fought the sorcerer of black magic? Speak of Belzar, of course, who rose in power after Lakmir faded from the land. My colleague and I dared to fight him, to crush his ambition, but we were naive. We never knew that Belzar, who had bathed in dark waters, possessed such power. Flee from him, traveler, as the night flees from the morning sun. And if he catches you, bow before him and hope that he has mercy on your soul, and kills you quickly. Traveler, cast your eyes away from me, for I had no power against the Witch King. Yes, the Witch King, or as men call him, the Warlock Lord. His power was too great. Even Lord Jair failed to destroy him, but rather, he was simply banished. The Warlock Lord's power lived on through his deadly minions. When Lord Jair confronted these demons, not even the staff could stop it. Aided by the spirit of the Witch King, a demon struck out at him. With insane fury, Lord Jair was driven back, the staff of thunder falling from his grasp. The staff may have been lost, but we could not afford to lose Lord Jair. I acted as a shield to protect him, and was burned by the creature's hellfire. Oh, look at this guy! Oh, visitor! It's been so long since I've had someone to talk to. In the past, when people mentioned wealth, they thought of Aristolan. I always had many friends about me. They were all eager to fall in favor with me. But that was when I was alive. In death, no one even looks my way. They divided up my fortune on the day of my death, aye, all except for what I hid. The fools had no idea they would not see my greatest wealth. Not a one visited my grave, and not a one will find my hidden treasure. So you're saying there's a hidden treasure in your grave? Is that what I'm getting here? It comes and goes. Shovel, please. Do I have a shovel? I have a mattock. Can't be used to. We probably need a shovel later. There's like sections where you talk to people, and then there's sections where you do like puzzle solving and stuff, and there's very little exposition in puzzle solving sections. Well, now what? Talk to Guy. That's the graveyard. Oops. Talk to the... talked to the ghost in here. I talked to the ghost in the sewers. I talked to all the ghosts in the graveyard. I'm running out of ghosts to talk to be honest. Oh, there was one ghost, there's one... There's the, there's a dude in the waterway. Ah! I'm the servant of Aristolan, son of Entraru, a man of great wealth. My master ordered me down here to guard his wealth. 'Tis fitting that I stand eternal vigil until he comes again for his fortune. Is his wealth down here? Wealth these nuts. I think there's a way to drop items once you have them, so I just like have this extra death ring in my inventory all the time. Oh, maybe the slipper. Maybe the slipper has a ghost, and that's why I can't take it. Aha. Oh, young man, nay, not a man, but a halfling. Odd that you would be able to speak to one such as I. I am, after all, quite dead. I would speak to you of a tale, a sad tale. Listen, halfling. I have a granddaughter named Caitlin. She's been missing for a long time now. A single one of her slippers was left by the lake. That's all that has been found. Please, I beg of you, find out what happened to my granddaughter. Where to start? I believe the place where the dead are properly buried. Take this key and bring this mystery to an end. Only then will I find peace. And to help you further, I shall open the way from this tower. Farewell. You grab the key. Okay. We got a key, and we got the tower open. We go Yeah, the atmosphere in this game is top notch. Now we can go out the front. Yeah. What's this? The coin. Ancient coin. Guardsman's Creed, one dedicated in service shall never leave his post. Guardsman's motto, hold the gates at all cost. Guardsman's law, guard of two can hold any castle gate. Who's this dude? Ah, if it isn't the halfling from the trade caravan. I had heard that you escaped. You should have stayed there. It is much safer. Don't worry, I do not wish to catch you. No, things have changed. Belzar has returned. It is an evil portent indeed, and I fear for all of us. I have seen what Belzar can do. The snake has cut down over a score of my men. So be careful, halfling, for Belzar now rules this strange castle. Are you this dude? I don't need such a thing. I'm a thief. If I want something, I'll steal it. He doesn't. He's not the guy. Water is stagnant and not fit for drinking. Can we put it? No. Dragon tears. I like that they made it so the dwarves don't do completely synchronized calisthenics. Stables or something? Whoa! Okay, we can't get the gigantic pitchfork. We've opened up a lot of area in this game now. Well, give me a gauntlet. Whoa! What is this? It's just a wall, but it's a wild-looking one. Go into the stable. Just whoop. We're going in here. Wherever this is. Archaeozoic big hole. Guy there. Let's go talk to a guy. This game is generally more forgiving than the original Shadowgate. Whoa! Yeah, what's that? You ask what I'm doing? I'm digging. What did you think I was doing? Building a barn? Barn, that's funny. Old Garen still has it. Haha, barn. What? Oh, why am I digging here? Oh. Why dig in a heap of old garbage? Why, you ask? Because sometimes the most valuable things come out of the most unexpected places. Listen here, I found me a 4th century gold coin once. Yep, digging around in garbage. I was. Cal Torlin Mint, 4th century. Real beauty, and I should know. That's what I collect most, rare coins. Do not mock me, my young friend. It's like this is full of potential. Ha ha ha, born. Boy, old Garen still has it. Save. Would you like an ancient coin? Ah, yes, my young inquisitive friend again. What's it this time? Let me see then. Oh, my word, by the one, it cannot be. The weight is right, the coloring is near perfect for its age. Let me look closer at the engraving. The workmanship is unmistakable. The detail is exquisite. See, there, the coat of arms, the mistake. Say the engraver lost his head because of that mistake. Yes, he may have lost his life, but he created the most collectible coin ever. No more digging for Garen. You watch in shock as the man runs away with your coin, hopefully leaving his shovel. Oh, good run animation. Where he ran to, none can say. But it got him out of the way. Find an old dirty slipper. We're now the proud owner of a slipper. Little bootblacking. Okay, well, we got a slipper. Go through here. Here. Go through here. Getting back to... Ah, yes, and then here. Found the slipper with a ghost. I don't know what that does, but... Love that music. Wrong one. Wrong one. Put on the Ring of the Dead and use the slipper. It's much too small for a halfling. Okay, here's the dude. Halfling, that's quite a discovery. Aye, this belongs to Caitlin. What? You found the slipper in the dump by the water channel? She must have fallen in somehow. My poor little Caitlin. Okay, we have the slipper. Solve one puzzle. Create more. This music is my favorite theme in the game. I'd love to find the map. Okay, what's through here? Is this the inn? This is the inn. You know what? Zophar, how's it going? You wish a room, traveler? Unfortunately, I have no empty rooms. No, I want to talk to you. I don't... How far have you gotten in this so far? This plant looks different. Plant has a strange odor. Will you take the poisonous plant? Sure. You decide to take the plant. What? Oh, that part's easy. That part's easy. I got stymied a little bit last stream because that's before you get out of the tower. Before you get out the window. The graveyard. Back over here. My guess is you got to the teleporter maze. Picture. The work of art. Seems fantastic. Hoping it may be worth something someday, you grab the artwork from the wall. It's not that convoluted, come on. Musings of a lunatic. If you want convoluted, you should play, what's the Mike Dawson game? Darkseed? Yeah, Darkseed. You should play Darkseed. Gingerly place the book in your pack. The sorcerer said the staff wielded by Lord Jair was polished crystal. Aye, and its name was the Staff of Thunder. Someone asked, legend speaks of the Staff of Ages that sealed up the Warlock Lord. I thought so too, and nodded. The sorcerer smiled as he answered, true. Without the Staff of Thunder, there would be no Staff of Ages. Listen! The magic unleashed by the evil one was awesome, so the plan was to absorb the power and then turn it upon him. The person said, if so, it must have been the Staff of Ages. The sorcerer glared at him and said, listen with your heart, not your ears. Listen, otherwise be gone. After a moment, the old man continued, saying, the Staff of Thunder was flawed. Oh, do not ask how I know this. Mark me, flawed it was. Listeners all tried to imagine the scene. Lord Jair with a flawed staff facing down the Warlock Lord. How could he defeat him? Someone else spoke. But then how was the accursed one defeated? The old man cackled and said, Lord Jair could not wield the unruly weapon because it absorbed too much power. He lost control. The the Staff of Thunder and lost it in a fissure beneath the castle. The sorcerer said, "Aye, this is where the far-seeing of Lockmere comes in. He sent the lad off on a quest within Shadowgate to find 5 powerful artifacts, and he melded these into what is now called the Staff of Ages." Lord Jair then followed the Warlock Lord into the very bowels of the castle and thwarted his incantation to raise the behemoth. I knew this went against what we were taught, but somehow I trusted this old man's foolish tale as true. Oh, look at that. Except it wasn't 5 pieces, it was 3. The staff, the orb, and the blade. Yeah, you got to... I fucking called it, dude. You got to the teleport maze, and you were too impatient to actually map the maze out. And so, you gave up, didn't you? %. This is how complicated the map is. It's like nothing. It's nothing, dude. This is where you gave up. There's like... There's what, like... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 destinations. It's nothing. Nothing, dude. Disappointed. Disappointed in you, Zophar. Fucker. The edge of the hole gives way, sending you head over heels into the deep pit. A startled scream escapes you as you fall, feebly gasping the thin air. Your last thought is anger at the lack of any warning signs or fences in this place. Fine. We haven't done anything in a while. I guess we need to go back up and get the artwork. Oh, we're like fucking right here. Perfect. Now it's just... true to its nature and lineage. We talked to this guy already. He wants the coin. He gets very excited and scoots off. We get the slipper. The NES one. You know my story with the NES Shadowgate, right? Like, I am a master of that game. I play it in Swedish for fun because I know it so well. It's a shame that the, It's a shame that the reward offer for being able to complete Shadowgate, the NES Shadowgate, start to finish in one sitting, has expired. I think that would have been a pretty good reward, if you know what I mean. Let's see. All right, we need to go not there. Poison plant at some point, which on this save. I don't know why, but the dwarves kind of remind me of cores from Armored Core, or not Armored Core, Front Mission 4. They remind me of the, like, Wanzers. I like the way they move. Okay, there's that. Go get the other slipper. I don't know what's the purpose of having 2 slippers then? What do the slippers do for you? Slipper these nuts. In your mouth. This way. 50-50s, I failed. Discovery, Caitlin, dump, water. My poor little Caitlin. But yeah, just make a teleport maze map for the teleport maze part. It is a very good eerie giggle. Like, you know how to do a teleport maze map, right? I can teach you if you need to know. But it's like it's not rocket surgery, you know? Okay, so check it out. Eye of the Beholder's a little tough because it's like it's kind of a tough teleporter maze, and you can just very like quickly do it. Okay, teleporter maze. Or any physically inconsistent dungeon you can map this way. So you start with a paradigm, right? Room label. I use a letter for the room label because I assume that I'm going to have more room labels than I'm going to have exit labels. Then you label your exits. 1, 2, 3, right? Then, so we start in room A. We take exit 1. Exit 1 leads us to room B. So, room B, we take exit 1, leads us to room C. Room C, we take exit 2. Exit 2 leads us back to room A. Right? So now we go B, C, we take exit 1, leads us to room D, which is up here. And that's out. And then this is a connection to room E. E1 takes us to A. E2 takes us to C again. So now we have a closed loop, right? We don't need to check those again. Yes, but the way you do that, if you don't know, right? So room B and room C look kind of similar. They're not similar. That's what these arrows at the top are, right? Room B, the armor are facing sort of diagonally toward each other. Room C, they're facing diagonally away from each other. And then room G, they're facing straight, but the room itself is a different shape. If there are truly indistinguishable rooms, then what you do is you check the exits. So you may say, like, I'm unsure if this is room C. You know, I'm unsure if this is room B or room C. So you take exit 2, and exit 2 leads to different places each time. So you can determine, you can find out the identifying characteristics of each room. You might have to go through each room multiple times. Most games that are at least a little bit sanely done are going to go, here's an identifying characteristic you can use to tell this room apart from all the other rooms that look like it. For example, Revenge of Shinobi numbers the exits that you take. And so you can use those numbered exits as part of your paradigm to determine which thing goes to what room. Sometimes you'll have rooms that look identical or loop, but you can cycle through them and see, like, oh, this one goes to this one, goes to this one. These three are identical, but the right-hand exit is different in each one. And all you need to know is what connects where. You don't need to establish a physically consistent model of the dungeon. Just this room has these exits go to these rooms. That's it. And if rooms look identical, then you go, okay, well, I'm going to start taking the exits in these rooms, and one of them is going to send you back to the beginning. And when it sends you back to the beginning, now you have your anchor point, and you can say, so if I go A, B, I end up in room, if I take 1, 1, 2, I end up in room G, and room G has this identifying feature in it. It's a very simple paradigm, and it works exceptionally well. Noman, you mean physically inconsistent dungeon design? Stay away, halfling. If you persist in snooping around, you will be dealt with. You mean, when a door doesn't go back to where you came from. I don't like that unless there is a supporting narrative framework that makes it make sense. And even then, it's like, it's cheap, right? Because what it means is when you introduce that as a mechanic, when you introduce that as something that can happen, when it's possible for when it's possible for a door not to be connected to the previous room, then what it means is every time you enter a room, you have to enter the door you came from first, right? And see where that leads. And if it doesn't lead back to where you came from, then you have to make a note of that. Read the words of the fated sign, fire is strictly prohibited from the stables. This guy's good. What am I doing, you ask? If you look, you'll see I'm watching for the horses. I know that there are no horses here. That is why I'm watching for them. The horses were out in the countryside when Belzar's army arrived. Since then, the great gates have been closed and my horses remain outside. I have talked with the captain of their guard, but he ignores my pleas. I fear for their lives. Like, I think there's... I think it depends, right? If you go in a regular mundane doorway, and then you don't end up coming out a doorway that leads back to where you came from, that's bad. If you go into a magical gate, it's like, be careful, the magical gates don't always lead back to where you came from. Then it's, you know, it's not so bad. It's not. We're gonna save here because this is possibly a death zone. It's just really careful. Sneaker nets. 60 months.
55555555555年もう5年が経った It has been 5 years 5 years 5
5 years. Thank you for 60 months. Is that 5 years? Jesus Christ. 60 months. 5 years. Huge doors. The tower seem impossible to open. Go, 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 go. Okay. There we go. Dr. Orochi, good to see you. How are you doing, Doctor? Good to see you. Welcome back. 69K, hell yeah. Hello, Nova Glasses. Hello, Raiders. Welcome. Be prepared for an uncomfortable close-up for a moment. Hello, Divissimo. Still alive, are we? Hello, Chard Gitgoodium. Hello, it's me. I'm Duke Donuts. Hello. I am also back. How have you been, Doc? How have you been? Die-hard gamer. Things are going, in general, things are going like kind of, yeah, I'm looking for work again. I was employed up until December, and then that didn't continue happening. So I've been looking for work, mostly in the games industry, but also the tech industry. And both of those industries are totally jacked. We'll see, though. I have a couple of leads still working on it. But in the meantime, I'm getting by, playing video games. I'm having some rye. Working a lot. Yeah. Hey, Kriegath. Thank you. It's my birthday coming up. My birthday is going to be on Thursday, and I'm going to go to a local barcade that has a bunch of really interesting stuff, and I'm actually really excited about that. There's a bunch of things that I haven't played in person before, and they're actually interesting. They're actually interesting cabinets and stuff. For example, they have a time traveler cabinet, you know? Can we survive this? Yeah, we can just step down. They have a Sega time traveler cabinet, the hologram one. I got to the room with the stars in it, Pregath. And then... Thank you, Divisimo. And welcome, Raiders. I'm Duke Donuts. I play video games on the internet for fun and profit. I sometimes work in the games industry when my when my company isn't doing a hard pivot to crypto and selling out the entire game team. Oh, you wouldn't believe me. Thank you for this 7-stream streak. We're going in here now. We're in a tunnel. Oh, this is... Decide again, setting foot in the deadly waters. Sneakernet, thank you for the 70 bits. Thank you for the follow. I have silent anonymous follows, so you can follow without fear, but I do appreciate them, so I'll at least say thank you. I need to get out of this hole into the other hole. Whoa, no. But yes, I work in games.
Frame.
I do product management. So you're not saying with the 71 bits. Hopefully that works. All of my crap was broken at the start of the stream, or like before I streamed earlier, and I like had to reboot a bunch of stuff. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Let's save it. Fan of saving frequently. But yeah, I do product management and game design as my primary thing. Oh no. Something didn't work. Let me fix that. Oh. That crashed. Do you want to work? That's going to take a second. But I got you. Sneaker Nuts. One of these things. Bragging on me with 100 bits. Maybe? At least I somehow made one of these things really robust, so when like the rest of the infrastructure is down, it doesn't break. Okay, this is also Deadly Waters. Thank you for the follow. Let's try the middle one. I have like a code to... Oh. Fish. I have a code to change the water level, but I don't know where to enter it. What's going on here?
Banana spaghetti.
Banana spaghetti. There we go. It worked. You're getting a free bonus one, Sneaker Neds. Banana spaghetti sounds like something that Germany would do. Donut loaf. Whoa, look at that. Donut loaf. Okay. I don't know where we go to change. Wait, did I go in here? Is this locked? No, what's in here? Oh, who's this? Anything good? If this was Oblivion right now, I would be making so much money. Hello! Are you a seeker of truth? Do you wish to discern the mysteries of this place? I'm called Rastalin. Rastalin Magir, a humble scholar studying the ways of this castle. Much is hidden, but much has been uncovered. I've found the fabled resting place, the chamber of a holding rumored to contain the imprisoned warlock lord. My search has led me to discover what power this place has over the evil one. It is an ancient place created for the Circle of 12 to reside in, and I think that is the key to its power, the combined might of the 12. For that is what the Staff of Ages possesses. The Staff of Ages possess, does it not? The essence of the Circle? Ah, yes, many mysteries to solve, many adventure to go on, eh? Enjoy this guy for a minute. Actually, wait. Better idea. I need to take a break because I need to get more ice water, and I need to get more rye and ice. Lots of ice. It's very warm in here. But I have a very stupid
Peanut butter feast.
Oh, peanut butter. Oh, putting it on like that looks like brioche toast. I have a very good BRB screen that is not working properly. Can you hear this? Nope, you can't. Why not? Audio? Monitoring device.
And so he fought him.
Apply. Oh, because it's... Right. How do I fix this? It's gonna be both, right? How do I fix this? I can fix this. There we go. There we go.
Keela, upon sight,
figured
drew
it
her
out.
sword
Oh,
and
God,
attacked.
I will be back shortly. Please enjoy Dirty Larry Renegade Cop video and Starshot Space Circus Fever music. That's the game that
Figure's
stars...
covered in mayonnaise.
That's a very good pull. Thank you, Sneakernets, for the 71 bits.
Foot!
Starshot Space Circus Fever is the game that stars a super soldier come clown. I'll be right back.
Aluminum. Hood!
You are chicken! Encountering a wild man who attacked maniacally, they fought.
Kiwi. Heavy frilled skull.
They fought. The fight began. I'm Bob Sapp! She beset them both with a frenzied assault.
Aluminum.
He saw himself as a small apparently ordered to end Keela's
My
life.
sword arms have leveled up.
Chat request.
She attacked. And when she returned, she was enraged and assaulted. They fought. She attacked.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Uranus!
Aina has heard that you have a little
She
heart.
attacked to a duel to the death when he was attacked by Keela herself, judging him the foul killer of innocence.
Driver's seat.
He wanted justice. He found him within. She drew her sword and attacked and assaulted the princess. Fade opened the door to time to die, but he attacked her.
Fantastic!
Credit me for good ideas.
But a strong warrior emerged and attacked him as an invader, challenging him to a duel to the death. He attacked. He revealed himself, and they fought. The foul demon Jin greeted her instead. Where she scowled at him and attacked on sight.
Wow!
Teddy bear. Mirror. Onion.
Magnus raged that he was the Axeman.
Of course, I'm on your side.
Fire!
But business is business.
21's mind spun in circles, and when he thought he could think no more, Stitch saw a specter of his own image, tapped him on the shoulder. But this was not himself. He rode to the side, it was some kind of alter ego, and found a sinister 21. The demon, enraged, attacked him. And he was not dead. Without pause, they drew weapons. And they fought.
Roof. Passenger seat.
Something's not right.
Korath, without a word, raised his mighty two-handed sword. Herself was darkened by a demon attacking her.
Cool.
Korath grinned as he entered combat.
Planet Wind Cycle. Cool.
Everybody.
21 held no mercy, seeing her, took his mighty sword in hand and flew toward her.
Go!
Salami cake.
He drew his blade.
Salami cake.
Soon there was no one left.
Welcome back. It's me. Alright. What's this? Is this the map? Nope. Did I already say that? Been studying and striving to learn the great mysteries of this place. Studying for so long now that I lose sight of those around me. I yearn to know the old ways, the way things were meant to be. But I yearn so much that sometimes I lose my way. Did I mention my name was Rastolin? Rastolindy's nuts. Anyway, welcome back. That's some pretty sick. I want to see the original of this art. There's like a big bloodshot eyeball, and there's like a wizard and a werewolf. What's it called? Vamping? What's the thing where you do this? Jazz hands? For the 71-bit sneakiness. Got my rye.
Mashed potatoes milkshake.
With a slice of cheese garnish. That was good cheese too. That was like Parmesan. When I first played, Forgotten Worlds, Frog, young traveler, the narrow path leads you here to this place. In its glory, it was a monument to a pupil, a king, and a friend. I speak of the mighty Lord Jair, conqueror of the hated evil one. Wielding his sword and staff, he was a terrible and deadly enemy to those of darkness. Should you show awe, fear, respect? That you should, and more. He was much like you when I found him, halfling. Yes, much like you. Does this surprise you, that one such as you might become him? Your choices define who you are and who you are becoming. And if I was you, I'd be coming too. I believe a mighty hero is in my midst, one who might sway the balance. Where's the frog, though? Where's that frog, though? Frog. The frog has gone. I like this music. This music is good. Nothing suspicious. I'm stumped. Is he flipping the bird? Or is he doing, we're number one? It's a good statue if he's just flipping the bird. What's this? Oh! Oh, frog! Stagnant, mossy water creates a kind of moat around the tower. Can we not? Can we red ring here? Thank you so much. Thank you so very much, kind sir. I can at last go home. They're not as shiny and new as they were before. At least I did not lose them. I will go home and tell grandfather how you helped me. Dark, honestly. I'm fucking dark shit in this game. It's cool how they did, like, they did custom textures for a lot of the exit, exit zones. I think that's very cool. Aha! Will you eat one of the obviously poisonous fruits? One of my favorite... What is your favorite, like, text prompts in a video game? I think we go this way. And this sends us back here. We can go back and talk to the grandfather. Inside this thing. You gag on the greasy meat is another good one. $50-50, left or right, left or right. Ah, I guessed wrong again. Okay, we returned the slippers. Whoa, she's tiny! Thank you, Halfling. You've done well in returning Caitlin to me. Now, ask of me what you will. I will do all that I can to help you. What? You want to know the way into the Tower of Trials? I can tell you the way lies below in the depths of the reservoir. There you will find what you seek, a room that controls the water deep. Swim? Nay, Halfling, that would be impossible. I have something here for you. It is called the Stone of Thirst. It's a truly wonderful thing. It requires, however, a particular incantation, words of power, if you wish. I do not know these words, nor is it written down in any book or manuscript. Only those who have passed the trials know of such an incantation. Seek out someone who has passed the trials, Halfling, and receive the words. Surely neither life nor death shall hinder you. You've shown that already. Take the Stone of Thirst. That's a good stone icon.
She waited for no reply and jumped to attack. She attacked.
Thanks. Please call again.
Ah!
Mongo loved to
Phenomenon!
bask in the sunrise.
70
Jin
bits,
chased
but
her,
why didn't that
and they
trigger?
fought.
The fuck? It should go 70 bits, oh boy. What the hell? In keeping with everything, there it is.
Lamp.
Keeping with everything being broken tonight. How you doing, Finn? Lots of folks passing through tonight. What do you get to see?
Egg milkshake.
Egg milkshake. That's actually like kind of good, isn't it? Except the eggs aren't hard boiled. Thank you for the 71 bits, Sneaker Nets. Have you been, Finn? I need to go to the graveyard. Mystery. Ah, that's down here. Yeah, like you can do like a cut. It's like an eggnog, right? You're just eggnogging. Although I guess eggnog is like kind of like spiced or something. I'm getting spiced, if you know what I mean. I heard you got a house, Finn. I am happy to hear that. Yeah. Same. Same, honestly. Oh, no, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I am sorry to hear that. I'm still in the process of looking for work. Making the best of things. Good. Glad to hear it. Okay, so can we use this? Can't be used. Can I ask you about it? You're a disciple of Lockmere. You betrayed him. Black magic. Soul can never be redeemed. No! Please let me leave. This is his curse, is that you can't stop talking to him. Hey, Graticus, how's it going? Oh, is this the other cemetery? This is the other cemetery where the dead are properly buried. No, this is just like... It's just the inn. Thank you, Finn. I appreciate that. I hope so. What worries me is that out of hundreds of applications and dozens of internal referrals, I've gotten one interview, like one recruiter screen call. It is a different landscape than it was 5 years ago. Are you thinking of undertaking the challenge of the Tower of Trials? Then be careful, for that which you know will not be true. No, but the Stone of Thirst, dude. Yes, flee from Belzar. His powers of black magic defy the imagination. Don't underestimate the sorcerous powers of someone corrupted by darkness. Stone of Thirst? Yeah, it's a very different landscape than it was. Traveler, avenge me, destroy he who is now sealed at the bottom of the world. He whose dark eyes I can still see, whose fire I still feel. Yeah, but Stone of Thirst, man. You're just a rich guy. You don't count for anything. Who else completed the trials? No one living, I don't suppose. Who would know the incantation of the Stone of Thirst that I've not yet talked to? The old woman in the crypt? Probably not. On the plus side, I've been working on a video game of my own that's quite stupid, and I like it. You read the sign, the Shop of Festus. Our service is Goal 1. Love this music. I love this music. This tune in particular. No, probably not. Would you like to see it, Phenomenon? Ah, yes, a customer. Please, please, come in. Do you need any money? You haven't come for money, have you? I can arrange a trade, shall we say? Perhaps something of value for some money, hmm? Ah, no, I see by your look that perhaps you wish to purchase something. As the saying goes, everything has its price. Yeah, hold on. I can bring it up. I can load it up. You'll get an excellent close-up of me first. Turn off that crop. I'm sure that says more about you. That says a lot about you, Sneakernets. Very, very, very much does. All right, this. Did I fix the thing that's supposed to happen with the other thing? We'll find out. This is a video game I made. Chat, for anyone here who hasn't seen it yet, I'm making a video game. I'm working on it right now. There's a lot of stuff that it needs to do still. But I work on it nearly every day. I didn't get to work on it when I was at GDC, but I work on it nearly every day that I'm here. I'm doing a lot of really boring stuff right now. Like back-end data stuff to make it stable. I realized I did some lore writing. I'm actually working with a competent writer, believe it or not. I'm working with a competent writer. We talked about some stuff. And I'm really pleased with where this is going, like, lore-wise. This is what we want. We want the preamble. Okay. Where did I put this? Reusable window capture. No? Here we go. Pogor, Saga of Woe. It has a title screen now. Here it is. Come on. No, too far. Okay. We're fine. We got it. It is. I'm using borrowed sprites for the moment. There we go. I've completed level 1 with the coin. Oh, I got the coin. Fuck! Ah, I've died. Complete exsanguination. Let's try one Getting the coin on level 2 is extremely difficult. Whoa! Okay, well, I completed level 2. Anyway, there's only 2 levels, right? Oh, goodness. So, anyway, that's all the content there is. I've stolen the backgrounds from Shadow of the Beast 2. But, so, I look at Pogor Saga of Woe as a sort of performance art. It is a pushback against my professional discipline, which is to make games that are appealing and sell and that players like. This game is none of those things. This game is stupid, and it has intentional, like, it has intentionally dissonant things in it, right? So normally a game has, like, oh, the story of the game matches the gameplay style, and the art style matches between cutscenes and in-game stuff. And that is not planned to be the case. Like, the gameplay is completely, it's a casual physics platformer, right? It's a silly game. It's stupid. But the story is going to be incredibly brutal and, like, what was the word I used? I had the right word for this. It's not an uplifting story, right? It's a fatalistic story. I think that's the right word. Let me double check here. Let me double check the meaning here. Yeah, fatalistic. Fatalistic is good. Right? It's a brutal, fatalistic, like, not quite depressing, but, like, it's not a happy story. It's not a triumphant story. And it's meant to have dissonance between incredibly graphic, shockingly gory cutscenes and stupid, silly physics platformer gameplay. And so there's an inherent... I intend to market it in a way that you'll only ever see a trailer for the cutscenes or the gameplay, but never both. It's meant to disappoint everyone that interacts with it, unknowing, right? People come into it and they're like, oh, I'm so excited for this casual platformer, and I'm so excited for this casual platformer, and then they're like, what the fuck is this story? Good lord, this is killing me. I can't take it. Or they're like, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to this serious struggle of a game. I can't wait to see Pogor's Saga of Woe. Like I can't wait to play this Saga of Woe. It's gonna be like Senwa's Sacrifice or whatever. And they get it and they're like, yes, oh, this cutscenes, this story. What the fuck is this gameplay? What? That's the intended result. The intended result is that people are disappointed and angered when they get one half or the other. And then, like, 25 people in the entire world are going to be like, this is exactly what I've wanted. I want more casual games with like, brutal, unsatisfying stories of loss. I've wanted this. Yes. The 25 sickos in the world who make that face at it. Oops, I forgot to set this crop back. But the game isn't for them. The game is for me. The game is for me to have fun making it. For it to be a piece of performance art that I sit back and laugh, and when the Steam reviews come in and it's like mostly negative, and they're like, this game isn't at all what I expected, I could just be like, you know? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that moment of letdown that every player will experience if they play it sight unseen. Who knows, though, right? Maybe I'm shitting on a gold mine. Who knows? What do you got, buddy? Please come in. We already talked to you. Do you need money, blah, blah, blah. Is that you, Al Pennington? Is your only letdown coin? Hand over a coin. Would you care to look over my merchandise? Only slightly used. How about this item here? It's a very beautiful brooch. The Duchess of Treyhelm once owned it. Woman of impeccable taste. It is said she commissioned this piece after losing her favorite jeweled mirror. Alright, have a good night. Okay, to purchase the brooch. How about this here? A vintage jewelry case. A real antique. Good night, Sneakernets. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the food bits. It's even delayed Mirabelle to hold her precious jewelry. It has nonetheless found its way into my humble hands. A beautiful item. Would you like to buy the jewelry case? No? How about this item, sir? A ripe fruit, out of season. No, I do not know what it is, but it's got to be good. Just look at the color. No. You have a use for this gauntlet owned by Magnus the Gold. Thank you for the 71 bits.
Breakfast lasagna.
Breakfast... Okay, hold up. Is breakfast lasagna substantially different than a frittata? What a magician would use a gauntlet for, I'll never know. Want to buy the gauntlet? No. You have this pewter cup handcrafted by the one-armed smithy. Titus! Titus! One still marvels how he managed to make it. A pewter cup? No. I will not tolerate window shoppers. Either purchase something or leave. Okay, we still have the coin. Alright, got it. Hello, Shody Kane. Welcome. Ooh, what's this? It's nothing. I don't know what to purchase yet. I don't think we'll get soft locked, but I think we'll probably get... What's the word I'm looking... It will be a negative for us to purchase something without knowing we need it first. Like, it'll set us back. We'll have to find more coins in order to then continue. Anyway, yeah, so, Ragadam, here's the thing, right? Making 200,000...
That was a juicy one, Exile!
Oh,
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now. Exile, Aina has heard that you have a little hideout. I will come and bring only my favorite animal carcasses. Yes?
Very good pull. By the way, that's the entire clip that the Einhar neural voice is based on. That's all it takes. You only need that much, and you can make the Einhar. But hold on a second. Will this work? Wait, did I set the thing? I might have set it wrong. Might be the wrong voice. Solid Snack, how's it going? There we go. Yeah, the music in this game is excellent. Solid Snack. Have you've seen my new game, right? I think it's funny that I think it's funny that, like, I started working on a barbarian game. I let a few people know, and then this isn't working, is it? Yeah, Pogor. I think the network interface on the file server didn't initialize. Yep. Let's just hard reboot this thing. Solid Snack. So I did some work with a friend of mine who is a writer. I've been working on the lore for Pogor. And despite the fact that Pogor is essentially like performance art in terms of how the game will be presented versus how the lore is presented, I've accidentally come up with something that is an extremely good diegetic story connection, like lore game connection. So I was thinking about how magic works in the land of Pogor. Still needs a name, still need a name for the world. But I didn't want to have flashy magic, no fireballs or magic missiles or sparkles or any of that stuff. I wanted to have it be more like The Serpent and the Rainbow, or the 1980s The Tempest movie that takes place in modern times, where it's simply a force of will affecting something, usually other people, right? And in that manner, I wanted it to be like mostly control, right? The villain being like a sorcerer or someone with a cult of personality who inflicts their will on others, who causes others to suffer by way of controlling them through sort of that sort of cult of personality, once you see through it, once you resist the first time, you kind of get that resistance to it, right? You go, I've seen this before. I know how this person acts and behaves and how they control people with their willfulness. And it can make you very unpopular when someone who's very popular, you see through their act and you're like, no, this person's a jerk. And other people go, no, they're great. Why don't you like them? Come on. And you're like, no, like see how they hurt others. See how selfish they are. And people won't see it until they have this revelation of their own. And so that's the sorcerer, right? The sorcerer is this person who is taking over, becoming like the sort of chief warlord of the realm. And because Pogor is exposed to them early in life, they destroy his village, they turn his family against itself, or something like this, right? He becomes sort of resistant to the idea, the concept of control. That he's the type who will blow the cover of a group by yelling lies when there's a sermon going on from like an evil religious leader or something like that. And everyone else is like, Pogor, shut up! We gotta sneak in. We have to sneak into this place. And so it's difficult for him to stay silent or to kneel to anyone, right? And so that is his flaw, his fault, right? Is that Pogor, he'll see a soldier abusing some peasant, and he'll go attack the soldier and leave. He's not there to help necessarily. He's sort of he cares more about fighting the soldier and fighting that control than the well-being of the person who was controlled. He's not necessarily a hero. He's a bit selfish, right? But here's where it becomes extremely funny. He's difficult to control. And that comes through in the gameplay. Why is the main character so difficult to control? Did you even read any of the lore? Come on, people. That's his defining characteristic. I have 3 coins now. I can buy 3 items. I think there were 5. The gem, the jewelry case, the pewter cup, the fruit, what's the 5th? And so I think that's extremely funny. It goes against... Hello, CoreTube. Welcome. It goes against one of the core parts of the performance art, which is breaking my professional discipline at every opportunity. But I think in this case it's worth it because it's extremely stupid. And stupidity overrides the performative aspect.
She told him she'd heard enough prattle and assaulted him.
And right, like, So the other thing that I've determined is that like when you like, okay, so there's the sorcerer and this. Do you want to hear, chat? Do you want to hear like secret Pogue lore? Pogue lore. This is very confusing. I need to get my bearings here. Let's start. Let's start over here. So, okay. So there's Pogor, the main character. There's the sorcerer, who's the main villain, and the sorcerer is basically the sorcerer is like the direct control, right? Like you know how people talk about like they talk about like how psychopaths have this like really compelling presence. They have this like dominating presence sometimes, like that. That's the sorcerer, like the direct dominating presence. But the sorcerer has, I initially said 4 lieutenants, but then I had to write the word lieutenant like 4 times, and I was like, absolutely not, they're barons. So there are 4 barons who are the underlings of the sorcerer, and they each control a region, basically, and they each use different methods of control that we're all well familiar with. So they're people who all of the other words that I could think of, more letters than baron. So barons are the underlings because it's the shortest word. So the 4 barons are each represents a different method of control, different ways to control groups. I like this, by the way. The dust in the sunbeam. So violence, money, religion, and sex are the 4 barons. Earl is shorter, but it's also a proper name. And so they each have different themes to their fortresses. What is that?
Mercury!
And we talked about the format of how the game sort of progresses, which is like progresses, which is that there's a format to each chapter, and each chapter is one baron. And the format is that you have an initial sort of traveling scene. You have the traveling level, which you see the fortress in the background. If I have enough time, if I get through content quickly enough, you'll see the fortress in the background, like far away. Think Shadow of the Beast, right? And then in the next stage of that segment, it'll be closer and closer until you're right upon it. And then there's oh, interesting. Peach the Lobster. Yep. Then there's the fortress exterior level, or levels, the fortress interior, the inner sanctum, and the boss themselves, the baron themselves. each of those gives a like more Nautilus. Each of those gives a sort of more increasingly thematic view of the of that Baron's specialty, shall we say? And a broken lance. Hell yeah. And a broken lance is better than nothing. The shield is far too heavy for a halfling. Buster sword. Take the sword even if it is broken. Number of swords. They're sharp and well cared for. Well, gimme! Gimme a real lance. Why can't I have those? Why did I have to take the broken shit? Anyway. And so, like, for example, in the traveling scene through the fortress, you see the opulent fortress of wealth. You see as it gets closer, you see more of the detail and how, like, you know, how it's, like, covered in gold and whatever. And then as you get inside, there's, like, piles of treasure and whatever. And then you get to the inner sanctum and it's, like, you know, just heaps of food and other stuff like that around that make it very, you know, it's a very opulent place. And then as you get to, like, the Fortress of Violence, it's maybe, you know, there's spikes on the outside and people in gibbets, hanging cages. There's, you know, weapons, and there's an armory in the inner sanctum, and there's torture devices and things like that. And there's nothing worse than the smell of roasting boar meat. Worse? Boar's okay. Not my favorite, but... You thought you'd escape from me? How fortunate that you walked right back to me. It's the Dungeon Keeper. Blah! Okay. Possessing a speed that bellies his enormous size, the Dungeon Keeper grabs you, he squeezes you in both arms, quickly sending you into oblivion. As you lose consciousness, you hear his satisfied chuckle. Alright, he killed us. When was the last time I saved? That's a good question. I think I've been wandering around, so the last time I saved has been, like, on the street.
Z.
Okay, where was I? I was outside the... Yep, here we go. Look at this. Look at this from right here. Now, where was that green door? I was behind the green door. Anyway, yeah, so that's... I don't know that we need the broken sword and the broken shield. Okay, this is not where the Dungeon Keeper was. Go in here safely. There's a smithy repair weapons. It said if we put the Ring of the Dead on, we would, like, fade out from living people. It appears not. It would appear not. Probably just we can't talk to living people. This way. Anyway, so that's some of the ideas for the lore and like the like sort of backstory and the way that the game will be presented. And then for each stage, it's gonna be just this like fucking dipshit, you know, dipshit physics platformer stuff. Nothing suspicious. Neglected table. It's probably going to be a relatively short stream tonight. Denarth Family Chronicles. Oh, is that the bard? Heavy satchel. First, the line of Denarth, dragon keepers of Cal Torlin, is traced back hundreds of thousands of years to the first appearance of dragons on this world. It is said that the first dragon, the mighty Bol Halor, chose a man of great stature to be his keeper. The man was the first of the Denarths. It is said that Bol Halor chose him for his empathy and also for his superb musical skills. That first Denarth had the sweetest voice in the land, and all the descendants of his line had similar skills. The line of Denarth is a secretive one, choosing to shun everyday dealings with men. This makes it difficult to obtain insight into the nature of the Dragon Keepers. However, one such accounting of the line came by way of a traveling troubadour. The musician's name was Genlin, and he had very little skill. He explained that he was seeking an audience with Denarth because of his renowned musical abilities. He wished to study under the Dragon Keeper. However, Genlin goes on to relate that Denarth neither sang nor did he play an instrument while Genlin was there. Instead, he allowed the young troubadour to stroke the fiery red dragon's egg that was about to hatch. Genlin left shortly thereafter with a skill not seen before nor after in a troubadour. He commented that the egg's pulse and reassuring glow seemed to transfer a calm and peace that he could not help but play with his newfound talent. Hello, traveler. I'm a troubadour. My name is Will Goddard. I'm sure you've heard of me, no? Must be from somewhere outside Cal Torlin. Would you care for a song? Yes. An audience! Shall begin with the saga of Lord Jair. Warriors fight in blood-drenched sand. Upon the I can't read this fast. Thunder rolls across the plain, the lingering cry of the forgotten slain. Moving through the night, a somber cry, victory, a somber cry, history. Mighty Lord Jair leading the way, turning the nighttime into day. Staff of ages made by a sage, the warlock lord melts in his rage. Imprisoned in the light, a rousing cry, victory, a rousing cry, history. Suddenly, as quickly as it had started, Will's song is over. The song of the legendary hero of Cal Torlin moves you. Well, young traveler, what do you think of my song? Yes, it's an extremely old song, but I like it very much. You listen well, halfling. You know talent when you hear it. Would you care to hear another song? Not right now, thanks. Oh, I see. That's too bad. Perhaps another time, then. Wait, that was auto-advancing. Like, that was not... I wasn't running through that quick. That's as fast as it went. Yeah, it's good, but... I don't know, not a fan of... Not a fan of, like, speed rapping. Useful here. Surely only one of the knights could use such a heavy shield. You could never wield a sword such as this in battle. Far too large. What about this? An impressive bracelet. Yes. To glance around, you take the bracelet. What's this? Among the stones, you notice a gem. Precious stone, yes. The gem. The dish is quite ornate. You decide that you could use a dish like this. Well, the game opened up a great deal. And that makes it a lot more difficult. Not specifically, no. We're just playing like some dude, some halfling who is like We're playing like some halfling dude who was part of a caravan that was beset by thieves. I guess we'll get the shit out of the armory. Good shit. Not all halflings are thieves, Cartube. Prejudice. Right? We're gonna save first. You try on the bracelet. Nothing, I guess. By the way, I'm eating these little like they're little like ramen cake crackers. They're quite good. Subtle flavor. Yeah. Let's get back to the... We're at the tower entrance. We've done the slipper thing. Cemetery key didn't get us anything. Do I have 3 coins? I only have 2 coins. So I missed the coin at the fountain. The environments in this game are top-notch, I think. Okay, so this puts us here by the cemetery. Which isn't particularly helpful. Brooch. A jewelry box. A fruit. He doesn't know what fruit. Gauntlet. And a cup. Hey, Magnum Knee-High. This is one of the best N64 games. Period. According to Mr. Radon. At least so far that he's played. This is an S-tier game. frog. So there's one more coin here. We've got 3 out of 5 coins. That just goes to the thing. There's a game, there's a PlayStation. Oh, we got 4 coins. We can almost buy out the merchant of all of his items. Need 1 more. There's a game on PlayStation 1 called Hell Knight, right? Can't do anything here yet. We need the incantation of the Stone of Thirst. We need to know someone who passed the trials of the tower. But even the dead guy isn't that, right? Like, none of the dead guys have that. I haven't found any other graves. Brings us around here, which brings us back to this. I don't know where to find Saul. Bones up here, are there? Better check. I don't know what to do with this book that's too old to touch. Oh, the knockover thing. The table that got knocked over. Maybe there's a ghost there. Maybe there's a ghost. Nope. No ghost. I mean, this is just an adventure game, right? It's a 3D adventure game. It's a 3D first-person adventure game. There's a whole bunch of games like this that came before and after Echo Night. This music reminds me a little bit of Deadly Towers, which is great. Love a Deadly Towers-like music. I love Deadly Towers. People shit on Deadly Towers. Fuck those people. Deadly Towers is great. It's a masterpiece of game design. It just goes to show, you can make a masterpiece of game design and people will shit on it. So why make a masterpiece of game design? Make something stupid. Stupid and unpleasant. designed to piss people off. It's perfect. Can't fail. Rudy can't fail. No, it's just the same one. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so there's nothing up there. Was there anything... Were there any dead people in Lockmir's thing? I don't think so. What else could I do? Bunch of broken crap, 4 coins, artwork of the One, Jezebel's pendant, a quill that I haven't used yet. No idea. I don't know what that icon is on the bracelet. Stone of Thirst. There's something that some adventure games do that's very smart, and I don't think this game does it. Which is... I've used this thing. I don't think I'll need this anymore. I'll discard it. Discarding items that you no longer need to use is a very smart adventure game thing. This game I don't think does that. I think you keep everything. No, don't kick me out. I want to talk to you. I don't wish a room. I wish to interrogate you. Alas. Sure, I think it's better when it's like you use an item and you go, I don't think I'll need this anymore. It's okay to get rid of it. Rather than have it be a thing at the end of a chapter. I think the end of the chapter thing breaks immersion and doesn't effectively solve the problem very well. Little dust particles are good in here. I like those. They only happen once. This is cool though. It's cool that the it's not actually matched correctly, but the holes in the roof, I think they're swapped, but they do generally match the holes that you encounter when you go up on top of the roof, and I think that's a cool detail, even if it's like mirrored incorrectly or whatever. What I should do next. I have a whole bunch of items that I've got. I have not found Saul. I don't know who Saul is. can't find the person who tells me how to use the Stone of Thirst. Hello, King of APOC. How's it going? This is a very cool game. I have a lot of items that I haven't used. Alright, let's see. Good, good. Good to see you. Yeah, Nintendo 64. I'm playing it on the Mister, which is much more convenient. I have my flash card out here, but hooking up and capturing the N64 is... it's a lot. I'd have to use Dr. Tasty's N64. It would be quite a bit of work. All right. What do we need to figure out? Find Saul. To give pendant. Find someone who completed trials to get Zone of Thirst incantation. Find 5th coin or buy stuff. I don't know what else. We talked to all the corpses here. There's Lucas and the rich guy's servant underground. There's the innkeeper. I love this music. This music in particular is top-notch in my IMO. Something about the horses. This guy's a thief. But he doesn't seem to have anything for us just yet. The dwarves don't do anything. Like, I'm pretty sure we need to figure out the Stone of Thirst. That's probably the thing we need to do the most. But where are we going to find somebody who knows the incantation? Maybe there's a regular coin around here somewhere. I got the slipper from the garbage pile. That's maybe there. Maybe we can show it to Raistalon. You care about the Stone of Thirst? What is that? No, please keep it. I find I need very little in life. Now, I'm sorry, I must get back to my pursuits. Replace the P in pursuit with an F in every video game context. Just double check this upper area. Artwork here. Tied on that thing. We got a book. Ravings of a Lunatic, I think we got up there. Keyhole visible. Good to know. The early part of this game is very well, like, restricted. So, like, there's not a lot to do. That goes to the fountain that we've already searched. But we've just gotten to a point where the game becomes a lot more like unconstrained, and so understanding like exactly what needs to be done and where to go is kind of tough. Building here that doesn't have any entrances, which is weird. Why? Well, Zophar gave up on the teleport maze without trying to map it, as correctly predicted by me. there's probably a lot of red herrings as well, like... The two... The blue and the green ring are fake. I think. Are some of the beep boops not firing? No, they're firing. Weird. Yeah, like, we need the... We need the invocation to the... We need the invocation to the... Stone of Thirst. That's what we need. That's the next thing that we need. That's like, that's the clear thing. But I think I'm hungry. It's late. I'm gonna make sure it saves. It did. I think I'm gonna wrap up. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's find somebody to raid. Who is playing video games? Anna's playing video games. Ash is playing video games. What's Ash playing? Ash is playing Oracle of Ages. Hughes is playing Romeo. Cybertrucker Alpha is playing Dragon's Crown. Radon's playing Ball. Let's raid Ash Said Hi. We don't get a chance to raid Ash that often. Let's raid Ash Said Hi. Ash is great. Wonderful person. Wonderful streamer. Let's go say hi to Ash. In a intense reversal of fortune, we are going to say hi to Ash instead of the other way around. Take care, everybody. Probably no stream tomorrow. I'm not sure. Definitely no stream Thursday. I plan to stream Friday. Big birthday Friday. So take care, everybody. Take care of everyone you love. Take care of yourselves. Have fun. Play video games. Make video games if you like. And good luck. Good night and good luck, as they say. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you all again soon. Take care.